Watch as I completely transform these bowls I got at the Dollar Tree for $1.50. I'm clumsy, so I gotta put these on. Time to bang. I'm sticking some of these inside a box. Now just think about things that get you mad.
Gas prices.
When people say espresso instead of espresso. There's no X in espresso.
All right, these look great.
Now get your chompers and crack.
This size is great.
Now you'll need this, and now this is Magdalene. Obviously you gotta name your plants. Time to give her home a makeover. Add some of this right to a tile and add this on. Stick it on good. All right, this is all put together.
Here's what's next. This is pre-mixed. I'm using my palette knife
and spreading this right inside.
I feel like I'm an archaeologist exposing fossils.
Now get some wipes.
These really get so vibrant.
It literally glistens. Time for the saucer. I am so obsessed with how this turned out. This is completely done. And these bowls were perfect. And here's exactly where I found them in the Dollar Tree. $1.50 each, can't beat that. Now this is the saucer that I'm polishing. I decided to paint the sides white. This looks so Mediterranean and chic together. Makes me want to book a flight to Mykonos. So now we can take Magdalene back. This is a prayer plant, hence the name. I don't like to repot happy plants, so we're just sticking this inside, just like I had before. This looks so good on my table. I love the tiles. And here it is without the saucer. You definitely don't need it if you don't want it. Love these details. Now for everyone who's serious about doing this at home, I'm adding some bonus tips and tricks here to help you do this seamlessly at home. Good old Maggie here loves her new home. That's number one. Number two, I committed to doing this in my kitchen because it's very cold outside right now, but I highly recommend not doing that. This is a lot of fun, but it can get a little bit messy and I may or may not have ruined my cutting board in the process. So I definitely recommend this as a garage craft, or you can set up a folding table in the driveway, do it in your grass, just lay something down because this grout can get messy once it's wet. And now about laying grout, you saw me lay this once I glued my tiles. I waited until my tiles were completely dry. You definitely want to make sure they're completely dry because once you lay down that grout, it is going to move those tiles, baby. Once the tiles are dry and you lay your grout, you want to let that soft set for about 15 to 30 minutes. It should be partially drying when you introduce wiping it for the first time. So it's a very precarious time in this because you don't want to remove the grout. You want it to be cemented partially, but you want it to be able to move enough where you can remove that top layer that sat on top of the tile. You do have to cover the entire thing when you're doing this. So that is when I said I felt like an archaeologist discovering fossils. It does feel like that because you are going underneath that layer of grout that you built up to then reveal the tile. So 15 to 30 minutes is that sweet spot, but again, just check and make sure that it feels like as you remove, you're not totally removing the grout altogether. Then after that, once you've exposed the tiles, they don't need to be squeaky clean, but you've just exposed them and everything is laying properly, then let it completely set. So I waited at least 3 hours. I want to say I waited even longer. For me, I wasn't in a rush. And I let that completely dry and cement, and that's when I introduced the Lysol wipes. So this wasn't bing bang bada boom. There was time in between each process. If you've never done Mosaic before, definitely give this a quick Google so you can just overview the entire process before you get started. That will definitely be super helpful. And then assuming you do all of those steps, these really look so cool. At first, I wasn't sure if the Dollar Tree bowls would really look good together because once I show them together, they kind of look like they don't match. But I think that's the beauty of Mosaic, is that they don't have to match. And actually sometimes the more they don't match, the better that it turns out. I think because this has a lot of primary colors, they really have good synergy together. I really love it. So don't be afraid to get really mismatchy tiles. I think I actually could have gone even more mismatchy. But the biggest things to take away from this, it is a little messy and there is time in between each phase. Let the tiles fully dry, wait the 15 to 30 minutes, remove the layer of grout that's sitting on the tile, but make sure that the grout is still sitting in between the tile, and then wait for that to completely set, and then that's when you bring your Lysol wipes into the picture and make it all squeaky clean. Hope that helps everyone. If you find that the first time you do it isn't successful, try it again. It really is very easy. Sometimes it just takes getting used to a new process or material. If you've never worked with this before, it can feel a little bit foreign, but I love it and I've done it on so many things. And if anyone is looking for a little push or some confidence, you got this. This is doable. You can definitely do this. But I hope you all found this informative. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would so appreciate that. Thank you again for watching and hope you enjoy the 101 basics of how to make a mosaic.